Welcome back, ladies and gents, episode number 30. And like I mentioned in the last episode, if you haven't watched that, go and watch it. I had to split these two into two videos. So it's going to start just abruptly into a match immediately. I apologize for that. It's just that it was 61 minutes long originally. I had to cut it down. I cut it down to like 50 something eventually. I think yesterday's video was like 26 minutes. I think this one is about 32. It is a little bit longer. It was just so much content. And you guys will understand by the time you get to the end of the video why I had to cut it the way I did cut it. So I apologize for that. If you do like the episodes and liked everything, hit subscribe, get notified, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers and haters. Your boy the Vuslap is out of here. Peace. No, I'm not peace. Run that intro. Well, guys, we are back. There's some transfer news to speak about. Lusandri has rejected a contract already from, I think it was one of the other teams. He still has the Al Hazam offer on the table. We'll go there. He rejected, there we go, Al Wada. He rejected that contract. I forgot to cancel it, but he rejected it. Al Hazam are still in it for him. Arroyo is still waiting. Anthony, we've accepted an offer from Darmac, 18.75 million. There was no way I could have rejected that. That was just a lot of money that will help the squad a little bit. And he's on a big salary of 36,000. We do have Antonio. We do have a new man, Basenti Kabora, the Senegalese youngster. He's going to go out on loan to our affiliate squad. Apparently, when I signed him, I agreed that I will loan him out to develop him. And I think maybe a loan is actually quite useful for him in that sense. And then elsewhere, two big ones. Rodrigo Cesar, who wanted a loan. He might be going to Coritiba in Brazil in the Serie B. So he could be out of the door. As well as Jair, who had three offers for him. One from Baja, one from RB Brentigo, and one from Vitória in the Serie B on loan. All of them with the option to buy. So yeah, we could be losing three defenders in the space of a week's time. That's not to say we haven't brought in players. There is one player that we're looking at maybe bringing in Johan Fredes. This one I'm quite excited for. 18-year-old Chilean, already has 2 caps for Chile. Looks like a very good centre-back. I am waiting for a scout report. I've clicked on that like 6 times. We're still waiting for a good scout report on him. But I like the looks of him. And if we just compare him to Arroyo, who's probably our best right-footed player, you can see he's probably a little bit better already than Arroyo in the centre-back role. The only issue that I have with him is if we look at the wanted list, there's a lot of Premier League teams in them. As well as Inter Milan. We've got Man United, Tottenham, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal all interested in him. Inter Milan are also interested, and they're the most active. They see him as a potential. I see him as a starter. The only issue is with the contract that we've offered him, there is a release clause of, I think, 30 million. Contract offer, there we go. I'm not going to change it. But yeah, 20 million, the release clause for foreign clubs. Not something I was been able to negotiate out of. Another player that we have signed, fortunately won't be available for today, is Lautaro Ruiz. Yeah. Argentinian centre-back, another foreigner, I know, and he's also right-footed, I know, but he's just so good. Other than the consistency, I really like this guy, and if we just compare him to Johan over here, the two of them could be an absolute beast of a centre pairing, both under the age of 20, both look like they could easily slot into the first team setup, and in fact, Ruiz will be setting up in there once Lusandri decides to leave or Arroyo decides to leave. They will probably fit in. In fact, I think they'll start ahead of them at this point in time. We have continued to look forward. I did try and make another offer for Renan. We went to the negotiations phases. Yeah, he's not budging on a lot of the stuff here. He wanted a release clause for us. It was less. It was 5 million, but he was not budging. He wanted £76,000 on on that transfer. There was no way we were going to get him out of that. The other guy that I did ask, make an approach for, was Elie Peltier. Very good centre-back, French youngster, currently playing at Lens. He's asked to leave. I've offered to make him on loan. I'm just waiting. No, I lie. I was going to make an offer on loan because he's currently on 16,000. He had no interest in joining us. So I'm going to try and loan offer. I just need to wait about a week or two till that kicks back in, and then we can negotiate with him again. Because if I say anything now, he's going to reject it. And there is an interest in him at the moment. And I think if we can get him as well, that's 3 very good young defenders who are currently all better than our current first team defenders who are all leaving. I feel like those 3 would be the ones to replace the 3 that we currently have. Once we sort all of that out and we get to where we need to be, then we can start looking at other positions. Someone like Jack Walsh here, I like the look of quite a bit. On loan from Chelsea at Strasbourg. Not interested in joining us. I thought he would come on loan to us. Decided to go to Strasbourg instead. And then Antonio Carlos here, we have spoken about him. Definitely think I am going to make an offer for him. I just need to sort out the defense issue because, as you can see, our budget is only 3.7 million. And if we do confirm this signing, that's another 3.1 out of the bank. Like I said, if Lusandri goes for the 14.25 million up front, and Arayo goes for the 5.5 million up front, we'll have enough to bring in another striker, because if Cesar goes out on loan, we don't really have that backup option. Like I said, we do have some guys in the reserves, a few of them coming back from loan. So once those guys are back, I can actually have a look. I think Leonardo Cunha Alves is one of them coming back on loan, who I'd like to throw into the first team, and I feel could develop into a great little striker, similar to that of David and his mold. Another player that I might think of throwing in as a left wing option is Ronaldo Franco Duarte. He's got all the attributes you want in a winger to really just perform absolutely brilliant on that side. And at 20 years old, can still develop a little bit better. And then Marquinhos is another one that I might throw into the first team and maybe try and sell off Cleverson. Just don't feel like he is up to the task. So those are the 3 that I'm thinking. Silva is another one that if we can't keep the other one, we'll keep him as a backup striker. So I do have options in terms of loanies coming back. No, where's the team selection? There we go. Right, so this is the team that's starting against Oriente Petrolero. I have made the decision that I'm not going to show the second leg of one of these 2 games just because of time constraints. Or what I will do is break them up into 2 episodes. So we get these 2 games in this episode, talk a bit more about transfers, and then do the next episode with the other 2 games. Make them like a back-to-back episode thing, depending on the time constraints and stuff. So if you do see like a bit of a break in between and weird, wondering why everything, nothing, proper intro, you know why. Right, this is the team that's starting. João Paulo in goals, Gonzalez on the right, Jean Basso on, and Mateus Lusandri in the centre-back. They're the only 2 defenders that I have 100% fit. Jair is fit, but he's terrible. Arayo is suspended. Boza is suspended for that one. Diouf on the left-hand side been absolutely brilliant. In the midfield, Al Jabali and Igor Cesar will continue as the centre pairing, with Kings still not 100% recovered from his injury. And then up front, Antonio, Terekos, Kai Jorge, and David. We're going back with Terekos. Came off the bench last game and really made a huge impact for us. And we're just going to keep rotating Juan Macias and Terekos a little bit throughout the games. Let's go to the game. And Terekos with the free kick to the back post. Kai, Jorge. Gotta just combine Kai. Basso with the long throw. Goes to Lusandri. Antonio looking for Igor Cesar. What a goal. Igor Cesar stepped up when we need him the most. And what a finish. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that is just golden. Look at this finish. Smashed it into the top corner with his right foot as well. Could have taken with his left. Decided with his right for some reason. And that was absolutely smashing goal. That was brilliant. Mamini goes for the longo. João Paulo will easily save that one. We still are on the hunt for a new goalkeeper. Haven't found anything worth making an offer for. Basso looking for options. Finds Igor Cesar. Lets it run. Jimenez read it well and picked it up nicely. Navarro to Perez. Of course, I keep maybe overestimating this team. They were in Libertadores football, so they're not a bad team from Bolivia. We have beaten a Bolivian team already in Aurora twice, and handsomely as well. So I'm hoping hoping the step up from Brazil into Bolivia isn't that big. And there you go. David slotting it in. Easy as you like. Their keeper is absolutely livid with the defense, as rightly should be, because Terekos picked it up nicely in the midfield. Caio Jorge, the pass to him was absolutely side splitting. David stepped in front of the defender. The keeper, I mean, didn't even make an effort to try and dive for that, and he's yelling at his defenders, rightly so. Those was shocking defense. Juve looking a little bit tired out there. I think he might come off at halftime. Antonio coming in, trying to beat Jafinho. Can't find past Jafinho. Still trying hard. Goes to the back post. Caio Jorge. That's 2-0. That is 2-0. Brilliant. Brilliant to see. Caio Jorge with a beautiful little finish, headed finish there. Antonio pulled it back nicely. Jafinho going to the back post. Caio Jorge. Past Vasquez's goals. No doubt about that one. Absolutely no doubt. Terekos trying to bring it forward. Juve. Again. Is it going to be 3? This time Vasquez says no. And he results in a corner kick. I'm feeling that if we stay as big as this, we don't need to do the third game. The fourth game, I guess. Lusandri's header hits it straight on the ground and over the top. That was impressive, actually. I'm not even going to lie. That was interesting. Basso with the long throw. Looking for someone in the box. Rocca will clear it. Not as far as El Jabali, the last man back. Lusandri. Basso. Looking to bring it forward. Nicely done to Gonzalez. Cuts inside. Caio Jorge. That's his 30th of the season. That's number 4. 23 minutes in. I feel like this game is done. Away from home. I mean, Oriente Petrolero came close, I guess. They made it to the Copa Americana. They were absolutely destroyed in this so far. 23 minutes in. Vasquez didn't even attempt to dive for that one again. He was just like, I'm done. And Caio Jorge lying on the ground, wasting some time. I don't know why. David brings it in across to Antonio. That's number 4. That was just a minute later from our previous goal. Antonio with a cracker of a goal. And he has really stepped up in the last few games. Absolutely smashing it into the back net. A little part of me wants for him to play a little bit bad until the transfer window closes in September, because a lot of British clubs are interested in him. He's picked up an injury. Did I wish that into? I think I wish that into existence. I really think I wish that into existence. Anthony will come on probably for one of his last games in Santos colours as he looks to make the trip to Saudi. But I might have wished that into existence for Antonio. I mean, if he stays injured until September, not great for us. But at least then he won't pass medicals, I guess. And Anthony to the back post. Caio Jorge looking for the hat trick. There you go. There you go. Caio Jorge, hat trick, 6-0 before half time. Yeah, definitely not showing you guys that fourth game. There's no reason for that. We'll do the cup game as well, though, I think. Ignore everything I said about splitting into 2 videos. We'll just do it in one big-ass video, because that is just brilliant. Caio Jorge with a fantastic little finish. I was about to say at halftime, nothing else has happened. I lied. Lusandri, probably playing his last game of the season for Santos, just scored a goal and probably scored his last Santos goal from a header. That's 7-0. That is brilliant. I have actually thought about it because I can't register any more players. And Ruiz and Johan, if they both come in, won't be registered. And if Lusandri and Arroyo go, we're going to have to play Shire and Bosso as centre-backs for the second leg, which I suppose is fine if we're winning 7-0. Anyway, second half coming up. Gonzalez picks up the missed pass. Anthony bring it forward, but he's decided to go back to Basso, who will look to play back to Lusandri. I mean, these are the 2 guys that started off with me as my centre-back pairing until Arroyo stepped up and got into the position. Terekos running it down the wing. Caio Jorge gets pulled in the box. Rocca gives away a penalty. Possibly 8-0 coming up. I think Caio Jorge will step up to take it and will score his 4th of the game. Don't think anybody else is on 2 goals. David is on 1. Caio Jorge is on 3. Igor Cesar and Lusandri scored the others. Basso is going to step up to take it. He's actually registered as our number 1 penalty kick taker with 18 penalty. So you know what? Well done to João Basso. He just never took the penalties because he was never on the field because Arroyo was playing better than him. I suppose the suspended Arroyo means he gets an opportunity to score a goal and make it 8. And there's a kickoff highlight. It's not going the Bolivians' way today. The fans are probably going to start walking out already. I mean, I would just meet the traffic. Gonzalez, though, trying to bring it back for them. Pulls one from Mamini. And João Paulo actually gets a save to that, surprisingly. The 34-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper. Not for the national team, though. Never made it that far. Melgar will bring it back from now. Perez. Back to Melgar. Gonzalez. Goes back to Perez. This is better from the Bolivians. Terrible defending from us, from Bosso and Lusandri, though. Navarro, back to Perez. We're trying to bring it out. We are going to get away with that one. I mean, we're good. There's no questions about it. 8-0 up. I think we can safely say we're going to go to the second round of these to the Copa America. We're not going to have to worry too much about that. Bosso to Gonzalez. Anthony brings it in, brings it down. David lets it go for Terekos. It's 9. 9-0. Can you believe it? 9-0. Well, we scored a couple of before in big games, none in continental football. I mean, this is why I feel like we should be dominating Libertadores. We're beating a team that was in the Libertadores 9-0. So shocked how we got knocked out of that. That is just absolutely shocking, really. Although Sudamericana is something we can possibly win. We're going to be this good. Igor Cesar, this is a statement, I guess. Anthony to El Jabali. Goes across to Terekos. Has options. Goes across, trying to find someone in the box there. Couldn't find it. Jabali will bring it back. This time finds Juve, who I'm about to take off, by the way. I mean, we can rest some players now. Anthony's shot is pulled well wide on that one. Let's make those swaps. Juve, we're going to give him a rest. Kevinson, come on. Jabali looking very tired. Thiago Maia, come in there. Kai Jorge has played absolutely fantastic on that side. I'm going to bring in Rodrigo Cesar to play on the left-hand side. Elsewhere, Terekos looking good. We're going to take him off, though, to rest him. We'll bring on Macias, and that is our 5 swaps. Gonzalez, unfortunately, I don't have another right-back on the bench because our only other right-back is injured. And it's 9-0. Don't really need to worry too much about this. They've got a goal kick straight to Gonzalez. Goes all the way back to Velasquez. David was looking to put pressure. Gonzalez. Finding Basso. Igor Cesar. Not a great pass from him to no one, really. Mamini trying to bring it forward. Gonzalez. Is there going to be some sort of hope for the Bolivian team to take into the away leg? Gonzalez goes for goal, and that was poor. Absolutely poor. João Paulo easily saves that. Jimenez with the corner. They are trying. We'll give them that. They're not giving up. You're 9-0 down. You've pulled one back. There goes the clean sheet. I was hoping for a clean sheet. I suppose that the fact that I thought maybe we'll get a clean sheet today proved me wrong. Jimenez with an easy header. João Paulo didn't even dive. Just watched it go in. I mean, as a goalkeeper, you should be able to predict where the ball's going to go from a header. With 8 minutes left, the Bolivians are trying to bring it forward again. This time they give it away. Gonzalez picks it up. Anthony brings in David. That was almost number 10. Looking for double digits. And they got another goal kick. I feel like this game should just end now for them. Like, it's really not necessary. Do we worry if they score a second? 9-2. Melgar. Oh, João Paulo gets a save. Again, it's always surprising when he makes a save. I suppose he was a good keeper once upon a time, but at 34, maybe his reflexes aren't as great as what they used to be. Goes out, collects that one. There, he read that pass nicely. Another corner now. Kevinson looking for the back post, was looking for Basso, who scored a penalty in this game. One of the scorers. Anthony running it forward. Lusandri, another one of the scorers. Basso to Kevinson, who I think has yet to score a goal for the club, at least since I've been here. That will be the end of that, though. 9-1 going into the second leg. 17 shots on target, 35 in total. XG of 6.95. Can't ask for much more than that. Brilliant stuff. We've got one more game coming up. It's a big one. Cup competition is coming at you fast and furious today. Right, guys, we are back for the Copa Continental PS do Brazil second leg. Some new faces in the squad as we need to talk about two players that have left the team, and that is Arayo and Lusadri have both left the squad. Kabore has gone out on loan. A lot of money in for that one. It does help our balance overall. 19 million in this bank. We're still waiting on Johan to decide, Anthony to decide, Jair and Cesar all to decide as well. We have brought in some players coming back from loan. Unfortunately, the one player that I really wanted back on from loan is not coming back yet. He's actually gone on a season-long loan to Cortuluá, and he'll be staying there for the time being, which means he won't be featured in the team. Paulo Victor, another one that I thought was staying longer, coming back. He's staying there as well. Those are the two that I really wanted to bring back into the squad. But that does mean we get a debut of Da Silva. Yeah, Felipe Da Silva, more naturally a striker than a winger, but because of Antonio's injury and Anthony not looking great, the two of them, he's going to start in there. And I say Anthony not looking great. He is actually available. I'm going to start Anthony. He hasn't left yet, so he can play in this game. Probably his last game of the season. David is in dire need of a rest. He's going to play this game. We'll give him a rest next time. Like I said, I've got Da Silva coming in as the backup striker. And then obviously we need to bring in a player or two. Antonio's out for 3 weeks. Kevison out for 5 weeks, which means Marquinhos comes in as the backup left back. And I think will probably be the backup left back for the time being. Elsewhere on the left-hand side, Ronaldo Franco Duarte is going to come in and play as a left winger. We're going to start training him there. He needs to improve his crossing, but everything else is absolutely brilliant from Duarte. And then also on the bench, like we've mentioned, Da Silva there. And then getting his first cap is Ruiz here. He will be more on the right-hand side once Johan decides to come. If he doesn't come, we obviously then going to go with Bosso and Ruiz as the two centre-backs option. Bosso rejected the contract, by the way, that was offered. His contract is still expiring. I've tried to offer him a new one, like a one-year deal. He said no. So there's that. So either way, we're going to have to bring in another defender, because if Jair leaves as well, we bring in Johan, we're still going to be short one defender, and I just don't have any good ones in the reserve. So we are still going to be looking for another defender, but at least we have a full 11 that can come into this game. Yeah, I know we short some players. We've got a couple of guys, just auto number them. I don't care. Done. I don't care about the numbers. I know some of you guys get upset about it. I don't care. We're going to the game. We need to turn this one into a victory for us. We are currently leading 6-4. No, that's the odds that I read there. What is the first leg? 5-3. That was the first leg. We should be winning this one. We should be going through to the next round. Hopefully we can. And we start off from the back. 2 minutes in. They've got a goal kick. Bringing out from the back. Vitaio. Not Octavio playing, by the way. He was the reason they conceded 2 goals in that game. And an own goal. Not having the best of times is coming in. Paulo Roberto caused problems for us in the first game. Allende also did. Terekos loses out, gets the ball back rather from Ruiz. And that's a good little start from Ruiz. We need him to have a really good game. Allende needs to justify the 18-year-old Argentinian. Ricardo Macias looking for options. Mosquera, who scored a goal in the first leg, scores another one in this one. Suddenly, there's 1 goal in this. That is not good. That is absolutely not the best start we wanted. Look how much space he had there. I mean, Al-Jabari should be getting out quicker. Don't know why he was dropping so deep in there and left Mosquera wide open. Now there's a throw in for them, and we haven't even played 5 minutes yet, and they are really much on the front foot. João to Esquerra, looking for options. Ricardo Mateus gives it away there, and David now brings in Anthony, who could be playing his last game in Santos colours. Kai Jorge scored a hat-trick in the last game. Looking to continue from that. 9-1 drumming. Felt like we were on very good form coming into this one, and that early goal has really just set me. So, Zafiris. Christos Zafiris. A Greek has scored against me playing in Brazil. It's all even now on aggregate. It's all even. We're not even 10 minutes in and they've somehow managed to score 2 goals. Christos Safaris, the Greek, João Paulo couldn't do anything there. There's a kickoff highlight now as well. Oh, come on, FM. Unless this results in a goal, I'll be a much happier man. But I mean, please. And they've given the ball away. Basso finding Al Jabari. He's beaten his man off the ball. Igor Cesar goes for the shot. Jabali finally scores his first goal. Oh, the man who won it for us in the midfield brought it in there. Igor Cesar's shot was blocked. Foul straight to Al Jabali, who manages to score his first ever Santos goal. Thanks to a little bit of fortune coming off Paulo Roberto. Ivan already committed to the shot dive. Couldn't get back on his line. And Al Jabali, you know what? It's a goal. I'll take it. It puts us back in the lead on aggregate. All just by the skin of our teeth. International with the throw in. Allende. Escorida goes to find Mosquera. All the way back to Paulo Roberto. He's been absolutely instrumental. So is Mosquera in that midfield. Goes all the way back to Vitao. João Della Corte. Mosquera. The Greek plays it across to Lucas. Takes the shot. Hits the crossbar. My goodness. It just feels every time they take a shot, it's probably going to go in. That was close. That was absolutely close. Don't like that at all. Well, it is now half time, I think. We're still waiting for the clock to cut down. Nothing has happened since that strike against the crossbar. You can see they have been absolutely all over us in possession. They have just dominated that position. Christos Zafiris has been dominating, and he's actually a very good Greek. He's actually very good. Where they buy him from Slavia Praha? Started from Norway. Norwegian Greek. There's a mix for you. Right, we're going to the second half. I'm going to shout at the players. They need to do so much better. Hopefully we get a goal in the second half to not make it look like a loss on our record. Terekos with the free kick. Back post. Didn't see who that was, but David's picked it up. Bringing it back to Anthony. Like to end off his Santos career with a goal. Terekos to Gonzalez. Goes over the top to Juf. Nicely done. Here comes Juf now, running down the wing. Finds Keo Jorge with some space. Brings it back to Terekos. Took a wicked deflection. It's in. It's 2-2. It's 7-5 on aggregate to us. Brilliant stuff. Very fortunate with that goal, Terekos. I'm actually surprised they gave it to him and not an own goal. Because I think that was actually going well wide. Unless it was curling in towards the post. But Ivan just completely left flat-footed there after the deflection. Very, very fortunate goal for us. And somehow we're back in the game. We restored our 2-0 lead. They're now playing it out from the back. Mateus to João Della Corte. Robert to Ruiz. There, Ruiz. Ricardo Mateus. Beautiful ball for Lucas. He was well through there. That was just blitzed football there. Roberto, look at this. Quickly played. Ruiz. Nicely played across there to Roberto Mateus. And look at the run from Lucas. Who was that? Was that Bosso or was that Ruiz? It was Bosso. His old legs just couldn't catch up to Ruiz. Look at him. He was watching, and then he was like, I need to run. And then Lucas was very good. And why did he try and cut in? Just run back. Just run back. We're going to make some swaps. We're still winning on aggregate, which is good, I guess. We're just not playing well. David is in desperate need of a rest. I'm going to bring on Felipe da Silva. I know that's controversial, but I want to give him game time, and I feel like he's got the opportunity now to really shine. Jabali, who has scored a goal, is looking super tired out there. We're going to bring on Thiago Maia to play there, some fresh legs. Elsewhere, Gonzalez is absolutely destroyed on that right-hand side. Boza can come in there to replace him. Keo Jorge also looking super tired. I'm going to bring on Franco Duarte. New faces getting their first taste of Santos football this season. Hopefully they can do something. I just have to put fresh legs in, and we're looking so tired out there. I would love to take off the likes of Basso or Ruiz. We just don't have good centre-back options to bring on. João Dahlia goes forward, looking for Paulo Roberto. Jean Dalia Corte again. Mateus to Roberto. They're bringing this forward through again. Goes for the long-range effort. And João Paulo, I don't think had that covered properly, to be honest. We're hanging on a shoestring at the moment. We really, really are. I need to make another sub. Our guys are so tired out there. Juf is looking so tired out there. You know what, Marquinhos, you can come on. Elsewhere, Terekos is looking tired. Cesar's looking tired. Do I bring on Radley? I've got to bring on Radley. I don't have any more subs. All right, our midfield just needs to hold on. We just need to hold on for 10 minutes. And that's not the way to do it. Maya to Radley, or no, to Anthony rather. Radley's not on. Paulo Roberto takes the long-range shot. It goes wide, and they are knocking. They are knocking, and it's not looking good. They only just is like Paulo Roberto and Allende are super tired themselves as well. João Paulo goes short to Danilo, who's got the freshest legs, I guess, out there. I suppose second fresh to Marquinhos. Thiago Maia goes inside to Silva. It wasn't great. Terekos picks up the mistake, though, from them. And he'll recycle the ball. Thiago Maia back to Basso. He's got Ruiz next to him. He decides to go back to João Pedro. Ruiz now looking for Marquinhos. Duarte. Terekos try to return the ball to Duarte. Wasn't the best return. And it's put us on the back foot now. Mateus for them. Ruiz. Danilo overcommitted. Ruiz beats his man. Hits the crossbar. Lucas with the rebound. Heartache. Oh, no. They've equalized an aggregate. Oh, this is going to go to extra time. This is bad. This is so bad. I don't have the legs to go to extra time. Oh, my goodness. Not like this. Otavio, who's come in as a sub for fresh legs. Ricardo Mateus for them. Roberto loses out the pass from Terekos. Goes long. Cesar now on the counter-attack. Who's going to step up and be the hero? De Silva. Marquinhos. Beautiful ball in for him. Brings it into the near... Well, I was going to say near post. He just hits it anyway, and they've given the ball away in a dangerous position. Marquinhos is trying to get back. Lucas now running it at Luis. Luis is looking super tired out there. It's brought it back, and that was almost... That was so close. That was so close. 5 minutes of regular time. Izzo's going to get extra time. Is someone going to step up to be a hero? It's going to go to extra time. It goes straight to penalties. Oh, no. All right, let's sort out our penalty kick takers. You can see it's not looking good. Oh, you know what, manager? You just do it. I'm not even going to check it. He's going to pick the best. Let's go to the penalties. Well, you know how we do it. Behind the goal, Paulo Roberto against João Paulo. João Paulo gets a save. That is good. Basso scored a penalty in the last game. Steps up. Yellow card and all, and he puts it in the back of the net. Advantage to us. Allende will step up. João Paulo, can you be a hero two shots in a row? No is the question. The answer. Allende will put that in. Anthony comes in there. Final game for him potentially as Santos player. He misses his penalty. Ivan with the save. All square again. Ruiz. There Ruiz. Steps up. João Paulo can't even get anywhere near that. That is a good penalty. That is a very good penalty. Terekos will step up. It's been instrumental as the attacking midfielder. Takes the penalty. Easy save for Ivan. Oh, Lucas. He scored 2 blinder of a goals during the game. Steps up to the penalty. Doesn't waste his time. Scores that. I don't even know if our fourth kick taker is Danilo Jr. Danilo needs to score this. Danilo needs to score this to stay in the game. Danilo needs to score this. Danilo Jr. puts it in the back of the net. It's all going to fall down to João Pedro now, isn't it? João Pedro against Ricardo Mateus. Caused problems for us in that midfield. João Paulo can become... I keep calling him João Pedro. João Paulo could become a hero. With a save here, it's not going to be Heartbreak in the cup final or cup quarterfinals. We out on penalties. Heartache. Absolute heartache. I'm furious with them on penalties, guys. Come on. We were winning that league. We were winning that leg, and we somehow managed to concede 4 goals. That is just heartache. In terms of when we're coming back, there's so much football left to play in the Serie A. I'm not going to focus too much on the Serie A. I think Copa Sudamericana, depending on who we get in the next round, maybe we'll come back for that. If it's not anytime soon, then maybe we'll come back for a Serie A game, guys. But I'm so gutted. Yeah, you better do better. You do better. And then we can confirm this, I guess. Anthony's going to Denmark. Cheers, Anthony. Yeah, we need to go buy some players, I guess. We'll see you guys in a bit. Well, now you understand. No more cup competition. No more Copa do Brasil competition because of penalties. Somehow we managed to bottle that, and we bottled that good. We absolutely threw that one away. We should have been winning that game, and man, that was heartache. But at least we can focus on the Supercopa Americana now, I guess. We've got still one competition. I think the Serie A is looking pretty much good at the moment, unless we have a massive bottle up, which it can happen. I feel like our main focus will be the Supercopa Americana this season. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Hit subscribe, get liked, tell everybody about it. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out here. Peace. Chicken grease.